What's going on, everyone? Welcome to Might and Magic 8 Day of the Destroyer. This is going to be my first Let's Play with our new channel, Let's Be Gamers, and I'm your host, Rabid Addict. So, we're going to get into a little bit of character development, a little bit of early, just getting to know the game for a minute here. I'm sure most people have already played this game, but it's been one of my favorite games for quite some time, and now that I finally have my own YouTube channel, well, not my own, I get to share it with another friend of mine. He said I can do whatever I want. He's like, Mr. Addict, go for it. Go for it, do whatever you want. You want to do retro games, do retro games. Just do you, man. So I'm going to do me. This is going to be me. I'm going to be the retro guy. So, Might and Magic 8's from 2000, so it's a bit older. Everybody's played it if you're into retro games. But, it's a ton of fun. So let's get into it here. There are your basic classes. You got your knight, cleric, necromancers. A little twist here. There's vampires, dark elves, and minotaurs, trolls. Back to knights. Now, if you've ever played Might and Magic 6 or 7, you were able to pick a character and then pick a class that went with that character, or whatever you wanted to do. Might and Magic 8 does not allow that. Hello, Otis. Crazy-eyed Otis. That's it. That's perfect. Anyways, so now your knight, you either pick knight 1, 2, 3, or 4. There's going to be 2 females and 2 male portraits, and the females are way over-sexualized. But what can you do whenever you have a bunch of male programmers in a video gaming software company? You're going to get over-sexualized women.
You should take me.
But it only matters for a little bit because you put armor all over them. Anyways, so knights are your basic fighters, like a D&D characters. They learn no magic. They learn, they can get Grandmaster and Sword, Grandmaster and Spear, I believe. Yep, Grandmaster and Spear. They can do bodybuilding really well, and bodybuilding adds to the total hit points of your character with every level up. As you can see, they can get up to Master. The red means that they cannot get up to Grandmaster in this skill. Arms Master is really nice. It adds direct damage with melee weapons. So up to Grandmaster, you can triple all the bonuses. Now, the yellow means this class has to do a promotion in order to get Grandmaster. So that's the knight.
I am the best.
Here's clerics.
I am the best.
Cleric 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4.
You should take
Just
me.
like how we discussed before. They're not super great at fighting. They're obviously healers. They're spiritual people. Here's their spirit magic. They can get Grandmaster in that. There's mind, body, and spirit. This is what they can Grandmaster in. And they can also learn light magic, I believe, from the last time I played this. And whatever you have early game and expert or even master in body magic for first aid healing, it helps tremendously keep you going through all those long temples. Most of the magic users can get this learning, which adds, well, mostly everybody can. This adds experience points whenever you're dealing damage to things and killing things. It's not always a choice right off the bat here, right off the start, but some of the temples, some other places can teach you learning, if that phrase ever made sense in our lives. But we're also nerds and gamers, so that obviously did make sense. Meditation adds spell points. Yes, it adds spell points based on the level, times the skill, blah, 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 blah. Basically, if you want more spell points, you add this. You keep pumping this up. They're not super great at fighting, like I said. They can learn some armors. I do believe they can learn chain at some point, because they suck at leather, but whatever. We're going to talk about Merchant with another class here. We're into Necromancers. Necromancers are like the Elementalists. They can learn fire, fire, air, water, earth. They also learn dark magic, so they're kind of like the opposite of the cleric. They're not good at fighting either. They suck with pretty much every armor and every weapon. I mean, staff, they can only get master in. Dagger, they can only get expert in. But pretty much everybody can learn bow, which is nice, especially early game. Because you're not very tough. You want to be able to shoot from a distance and hit things. Even dealing 1 damage is better than dealing 0 damage because you're dead. They can get learning. Alchemy is a thing now. It's not like in Might and Magic 6 where you can just mix whatever potions you want. Alchemy is a real thing. You need to learn alchemy in order to mix these black potions. And the black potions, from what I remember, are pretty similar to Might and Magic 6, where they give you permanent plus with a weird minus. So keep an eye on that. Meditation. This one is the spell points. All right, we're back to that. ID monster is super crap. Don't ever use this if you're going to play Might and Magic 8. It's identifying a monster's hit points and attacks types and damages. Super useless. Just keep moving. Don't get hit. All right.
Pick me.
And there's your 4 necromancers.
What it takes.
I'm the best.
And here's some vampires. Vampires are an odd class. They're kind of like, I don't even know how to describe them. They're like a dark cleric, a fighter dark cleric. They're fairly good at melee combat damage. They get regeneration, which is regenerating hit points over time. They can learn mind, body, and spirit, I believe. They're not really great with a lot of weapons, except for dagger. They can get grandmaster in that. I wouldn't even waste your time with axe for them. Shield, what can you do? Master, that's fair. Leather, master, that's fair. Disarm trap, expert, wouldn't even waste your time with it. Alchemy, master, not bad. Identify monster, completely ditch it.
Take me.
And there's going to be 4
I am the best.
of
I'm ready.
the
Let's go.
vampires. Here's my favorite class, the Dark Elf. They're kind of like the rogue from Dungeons and Dragons. They're the utility. They can do the weird little hands-on-y things that really help keep your party alive. So disarm trap, super crucial, because almost every box or even wall or button in this place, in this whole game, is booby-trapped. And they're booby-trapped hard enough that they could potentially kill your whole party. Having disarm trap is very, very important. Very crucial to surviving. Merchant is super important early game because you're always going to be chasing that mighty dollar, saving coins, trying to kill things to get more coins, and selling all their crap. This helps you save that and get more whenever you sell stuff. They can get Grandmaster in those 2, and they can get Grandmaster in bow, which is super, super nice. So at Master, you fire 2 arrows at the same time, and then at Grandmaster, it just adds to the damage, so makes it makes it pretty powerful. Dark Elf ability is its special ability. Oh yeah, vampires have the vampire ability, and it has its own pluses, minuses, whatnot. His own charms.
Choose me.
I'm ready. Let's go.
Same thing with the Dark Elf ability. That expert level will give you Torchlight, Wizard's Eye, Feather Falling. Very useful utilities with the elemental magics, and that's what they can cast. They can cast the elemental magics of fire, earth, water, and air. But they cannot do them at Grandmaster level, which... kind of fair, They're not real necromancers. They're not real sorcerers. But they do have some ability where they can get to master in the elements. But a lot of the spells really take off at Grandmaster. So,
Select me. I can get the job. Pick me.
There's your 4.
Choose me for your quest.
Minotaurs are kind of like fighter clerics, knight clerics, I guess we could call them in this game. Of course, they're going to learn Grandmaster and Axe because that's a stereotypical Minotaur. They always learn. They always carry an axe around. They can learn the self magics like mind, body, and spirit. They're not super great with everything else. They do fairly well with chain. I think they do fairly well with plate. You know, they can get up to master in those. Perception, they can get Grandmaster in perception. This reveals hidden traps, buttons. I know specifically in one of the dungeons it has a walkway that you have to follow, and it'll be highlighted if you have a high enough perception. Arms Master, I believe we went over that, but that adds directly to the melee damage. Bodybuilding, I don't think we went over, but this adds directly to your hit points, so that helps out. Everybody's going to learn bodybuilding in my party at some point, but I'm not going to take a Minotaur. There's 2 types of Minotaurs.
Choose me.
So there's the woolly brown Minotaur that's yelling,
Great.
and there's the edgy, soft, shiny Minotaur. Yeah, with the chain necklace.
I can be helped. Great. I will conquer.
Now we're into trolls. These are like super knights, except they learn mace at Grandmaster. They don't learn too much else other than mace at Grandmaster. I mean, sword at Master, which is still fair. That's pretty good. Being able to use a sword in your left hand. I don't know if they can learn spear or not. I believe they're good at leather. Yes, they can learn Grandmaster in leather, which, if that's all you're left with, it's not a bad get at Grandmaster because it protects from the elements. They can also get Arms Master up to Master. That's not bad. But they're also super kind of niche-y. Grandmaster and Regeneration. Yeah, I don't know. It's if I'm gonna play a non-magical character like a knight or a troll, I'm gonna pick the knight. Just because the knight can learn Grandmaster and repair item.
Do worse.
Oh, yeah, there's 2
My
trolls.
strength
We're back to knight.
prevail.
So repair item, super nice for whenever you're going through that long dungeon. You don't want to run back and repair your items. You could do it right on the spot there. Now we're going to talk about the special abilities here, or your special stats, stats. We got might, intellect, personality, endurance, accuracy, speed, and luck. Might deals with melee damage, how much you can physically hit stuff. Intellect is for the Necromancers, Dark Elves, that helps increase their spell points. Personality is for the Clerics, Vampires, and Minotaurs. That helps maximize the number of spell points they get. Endurance is just the overall toughness of your character. Accuracy is how well you don't miss. Speed is how quickly you can recover from firing, from shooting. So, shooting an arrow, swinging your sword, using a spell, that sort of thing. Luck, it says it can help you dodge traps and arrows and avoid incoming magical damage. Kind of, how do you measure luck? That's a hard thing. So it's kind of a dump stat. We're gonna dump stat that, especially if we're doing like a fighting class like this. He doesn't do magic, so we can dump those 2 stats. And, you kind of buff up your melee, buff up your endurance, because he's got to be sort of tanky. Accuracy helps out a little bit. And speed. That's a pretty good start. Might as well, you can go with that. I do believe I'm probably just going to do... I don't know. I know some tricks in the game that can get you some... overpowered characters. There's a Dark Elf that's already at level 50 who's Grandmaster and everything, or Master and Grandmaster and everything. You can get her right off the bat, right from the first island. You can get 2 dragons right off the bat, and dragons are way overpowered. With a dragon ability, you can cast Fly for the whole party, and have some pretty excellent effects. But you'll notice that this is different than Might and Magic 6 and 7, where you could pick all 4 of the characters in your party right off the start, right off the get-go. Might and Magic 8, you start out with your 1 character, and then you hire on the other 4, so you have a total of 5 characters. And you basically hire on NPCs. You can fire them and move them on, get other people to move into your party. So just because right off the main island you got, let's just say your knight, you got a necromancer and a fighter, or a necromancer and a vampire, and then later on you're going to find another knight, and that kind of rounds out your party of 4, and then you're going to pick up a cleric, so then there's 5, so you kind of round out your party quickly. But those aren't your static, that's not your static party. And there's a couple patches where you can run them that will allow you to pick all 5 members right off the bat. I might look into doing that, but for right now, I think we're just going to do just the standard 1 player right off the start. But, yeah, I think that's going to be it for our first episode. I think this was a good first episode, and if you want to see more, please let me know in the comments below. And I'm going to be super cliche about this. Smash that like button and subscribe, because we've got 2 people on this channel that we are very eager to push out content. And we got some Minecraft stuff. We've already got some War Thunder things. Already a whole playlist of a couple War Thunder clips whenever I'm not sucking really bad. We're going to be doing also probably StarCraft, some RuneScape. I'm going to get the other guy to do some Might and Magic 6. I'm going to make him play Might and Magic 8 also. I'm not going to play 7. I wasn't a really big fan of that one. But I'm going to make him play 6 and 8, and we're going to record that and get his reaction, because he's younger than I am and has never played this sort of retro genre. So that'll be interesting for everybody. What else we have in the pipe? Minecraft, StarCraft, RuneScape. Yeah, so just yeah, if you want to, hit that bell icon so you can get notifications on whenever we drop content. And it's probably going to be almost every day for the first couple weeks, even the first month or 2 here, because we've got a lot of ideas coming up. So other than that, I hope to see you on the next one. This is Rabid Addict.